Next, we are going to learn a very important topic called select case. And we are going to get some practical example around select case and how it works. So I have a blank form where I have dragged and dropped a button and have updated its text property to check your grade. Now you must have already understood the example. I would like to check if a mark is entered by a student, it will tell which grade he is in. For example, I got a mark of 95, then it should tell me, okay, you got a grade A. Something like that we are going to design using a select case. Now let's double click on this button. What is a select case? First of all, everything we are going to get clarity. Now in this button, first of all, let's define a variable to accept the user input. So in the first line, I have created a variable called user input, and using the input box method, I'm asking the user to enter your mark, and there's a title to that box, and I am having a default text enter numbers only. Now after this, let's write the select case. How the select case works, it's more like a if condition, but it has more important properties and you can use it for various different conditions. So for example, somebody getting 80 mark, he could be having a grade B. Somebody having 30 marks, he might be considered as failed. So there are multiple conditions when it comes, then select case is the best thing to choose. To write a select case, all you have to do, simply say select case and write the variable which can hold various values and based on which you would like to take a decision. After you write it, simply hit on enter. What happens by hitting on enter, it will automatically have a end select and the select case and end select, and in between that you will get something called case. So how to use this? So all you have to do, case is greater than equals to, I'm going to say 90. If the case is greater than, if the mark is greater than 90, then I would like to print a message. I'm saying if your mark is greater than or equals to 90, you got a grade A. What if a person gets something between 80 to 90? For that, all you have to do, simply write case is greater than equals to, and I'm going to write 80 and hit on enter. So automatically the indent are getting adjusted, and let's write a message. So I've written a message saying good job, you have got a B grade. What if a person gets a mark between 70 and below 80? For that, let's write one more case. So I've written a message, you got a C, try harder next time. Anyone who is having a mark 70 or until 79. So how it works, the select case. If you see, the first time when it gets a value, the value is available in the user input variable. Let's say you are entering 90. So the moment you enter 90, first it will check the condition case is greater than or equals to 90. If it meets, then it is going to show you this message. Let's say it does not meet, then it'll go to the next line and it'll see, okay, is it greater than or equals to 80? Like that will flow. Let's say I'm entering 70, or let's say I'm entering 72 as a mark. Then what happens? This case will not work. The second case also will not work because the condition doesn't meet. And the third case, 72 is greater than equals to 70. So this condition will become true and this output will appear. This is how the select case works. Now imagine somebody has got a mark which is greater than 60. So I would like to give a D grade, right? 62 below 70. So for that, let's write. So here, for anyone who is getting 60 and below 70, they will receive a message saying you got a D grade. What if anything else, anything below 60, I would like to mark it as a grade F, or I would like to say you have failed, for example. So here, the last important keyword is case else and hit enter. So here you can write some default message box dot show, and I'm going to tell you have failed and got a grade F. So something like this. For learning purpose, this is what we have done. So now you must have understood how the select case is written. Pretty simple. Select case and then you write the variable. Now the question is, in the select case, you cannot use a end variable. All these things are not allowed. The select case will only handle a single variable, and based on its value, you can mention different things. If you have to handle multiple different variables with end clause and other clauses, then if activity is the right one. You can go with the if condition, if activity, or the if right, with the if command you can go with. Now here we are using the select case command. All right, now let's run this and see how it works. I'm going to run it. All right, I'm going to click on check your grade, and here it has prompted me enter your mark, enter numbers only, user input box, all these things we have designed. Now let's say I'm going to enter 95 and click on OK. So you can see it has said excellent, you have got an A. Let's enter some of the mark. Let me enter, let's say 82. Click on OK. You can see it given me a message, good job, you have got a B. Let's enter some of the mark, for example 78. So you can see it said you got a C, try harder next time. If I enter, let's say something like 63, click on OK. It gave me a message, you got a D grade. Let me enter something like, let's say 52, click on OK. It said you have failed and got a grade F. For rest of the other things, it will give this as a default message if all the four conditions does not meet. And you can imagine the practical use of the select case in many of your practical examples. So this is one of the example. You can think of the temperature, right? If the temperature is greater than 35 degrees Celsius, you would like to say it is very hot. So something like that, right? If it is below 15 degree, you can say it's cold. It's if it is less than zero, you can, or zero, you can say it is freezing. So something like that also you can design using the select case. Try this out and let me know in the comment box whether you have understood the select box completely or not. If yes, simply type yes and let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Let's move on to our next topic.